Hello and welcome to my free Workout Wednesday series. I'm really excited about this. These workouts are going to all be low to no impact and beginner friendly. So if you're a beginner, this program is probably pretty ideal for you. If you are somebody who has some kind of injury that makes it so that any kind of impact is not great for you, or if you're pregnant, this might be more ideal for you. But of course, if you are pregnant or if you have an injury, make sure that you talk to your doctor first before doing any kind of exercise, because I am not a doctor and I cannot tell you what is best for you, especially since I don't even know you. So we're gonna get started with this workout. It is a lower body workout. Each week I'm gonna try to switch doing lower body and upper body. We're going to use sliders today, but you don't actually need the traditional slider as in some kind of piece of plastic. I am just using some random clothes that I don't care about as sliders underneath my feet because I have a wooden floor. But if you have a carpeted floor, you could use paper plates or plastic plates as sliders, and those will work really, really well. Before we get started with this workout, I'm going to show you the exercises in detail, but I'll leave a timestamp below if you just want to skip and go and do this workout without seeing the explanations. That's fine, but I would suggest you at least give it a watch because form is really, really important. So first we're going to do a curtsy lunge. Now you're going to hold your weight up here by your chest. This could be, if you're a beginner, I would suggest 8 to 10 pounds. And if you're advanced, I would suggest 30 to 40 pounds. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have your core tight, belly button to spine. You're going to take your left leg and put it behind your right leg at an angle. So it's not straight back, it's at an angle. So your knees should be crossing one another. And then you're gonna go down and then come back up. And as you come up, squeeze those glutes to lift your body up. Now, when you're doing this, also have your core tight and make sure that your shoulders are directly over your rib cage and your rib cage is directly over your hips. So by this, we are making sure that our body is in a nice straight line, that our core is stable, and that we're not gonna fall over as we're doing this exercise. This is also going to protect your core. So if you have any kind of injuries to your core, like diastasis recti or C-section, your core isn't going to be taking any extra internal pressure that can hurt those injuries. So that is the curtsy lunge. I'll give you cues as we do it. The next move we're going to do is the slider curtsy lunge. So we'll do the curtsy lunge and then we'll do a slider as a burnout for that move. So on the same leg, you're going to do the exact same move, just without the weight. So you're going to cross that leg back, but try to make sure that your hips are facing forward. Okay, I don't want your hips going out here. Your hips should be in line with your knee. And you're going to go down, and then instead of standing up, you're going to slide up and then come back down. But I don't want you to come all the way up to the front. I want you to come kind of halfway up. And this way you're going to get a nice burn out of your glute by keeping it engaged. So when I say engaged, I mean you're still squeezing that muscle. You can't just let it loose, because if you do, you might fall over, right? So you have to keep that glute engaged, and that's going to help you burn that muscle more. But if you're finding that you can't do that, just stand up all the way. That is totally fine. And with this move, you might find that you're a little off balance. So have a wall or a couch or a chair nearby that you can hold on to. If you feel like you're about to fall over, you can just catch yourself so you don't feel like you're going to injure yourself. So we're going to do those two moves on both sides. The next move we're going to do is a one leg deadlift. Now, again, if you're a beginner, make sure you have a wall or a chair or a couch nearby, because you definitely will need something to hold on to if you have never done this move before. What it is you're going to hold your weight in your left hand, and our left foot is going to stay on the ground, but our right foot is going to come up and back behind us. So we're going to try to come down so that the weight is about shin height, and then we're going to squeeze that glute and stand back up. Now with this move, it is super, super important that your core is tight, that your back, when you're coming down, your back is flat. So by that I mean, if you can look in a camera or a mirror, you'd be able to see that you're not arching your back like this, you're not bending over like this, but your back is flat, so your shoulders are in line with your hips. Okay, and when I say that, I mean your bones. We're all different shapes, so this is gonna look different on everyone. But I want you to be thinking about, where's my bone right now? Where's the bones in my shoulder? Where are the bones in my hips? Because that's what matters. You want your bones to be in line, and your muscles will be in line because your muscles are connected to those bones, okay? So go down, then pull with this glute on this side, pull as you stand up. Now this is really hard for balance, so please hold on to something if you need to. Just hold on and then squeeze as you come up, and then we'll go on to the other side. Same thing, other hand, we'll hold that weight and then we'll squeeze with this glute, squeeze as we come up. Your back is not pulling, your back is just balancing you really, and it's just a chain to help you hold that weight in front of you, okay? So you want your heel, your glute, and your shoulder all to be in one straight line. If you can't get that foot up off the ground that high, if you're just here, that's totally fine, right? If you're a beginner, then I just want you just to go down as far as you can, squeeze that glute and come up. It does not have to be all the way down here, okay? That would be for more of the advanced people doing this workout. If you're a beginner, just come down as far as you can and then squeeze with that glute as you come up, okay? Then we're going to do a slider move, and this is like a side lunge, okay? So you're gonna start with one foot firmly planted on the ground, and the other foot is gonna slide out. And as you slide out, you wanna make sure that your body is again in line, so your shoulder is in line with your hip, okay? So when I say that, what I mean is you're not bending over like this as you go down. You're also not arching your back, so you're like, your butt and your shoulders are kind of like trying to touch each other almost. You're not doing that. Instead, your hip is in line with your shoulder as you go down. Now this is gonna take practice to figure out, and also the first time you do it, you're probably just gonna be going down just a little bit and then coming back up. You don't have to come all the way down to the ground, okay? Just come down just a little bit and then pull with this leg to pull this other leg all the way up. So that is the side lunge move we're gonna do. And then the third set of exercises we're gonna do is a sumo squat and then a sumo slide-in. So a sumo squat is similar to a normal squat. You're gonna hold that weight either here at your shoulders or here at your chest like this. Then go from a normal squat, put your feet nice and wide, turn your toes out. And then we're gonna squat down and then squeeze those glutes as we come up. So it looks like this from the side. Toes pointed out, knees in line with your toes, okay? So your knees are pointed in the same direction as your toes. Squat down, your shoulders are up as high as you can get them, and then come up. What I don't wanna see you do is let that weight pull you forward. Okay, your core is gonna be working. Core tight, belly button to spine. That core is keeping your shoulders back as you squat and come up. Imagine that you're sitting against a wall as you do this move, okay? Imagine that you're doing this, or do this if you need to. But this is gonna keep your body nice and straight. Try to imagine that your body is sliding up and down that wall, okay? As you're doing that move. The last exercise we're gonna do is the Sumo Slide-In. So for this, you'll need 2 sliders or 2 pieces of cloth or 2 paper plates. And we're going to have your feet together, and then we're gonna slide out. We're gonna squat down, we're gonna slide out, and then we're gonna slide in back to standing, okay? So starting out in a squat and slide in, slide out into the squat, slide in, slide out into the squat, and slide in. If you find that this is a little too much for you, then what I want you to do is just to squat down, slide out with that one foot, slide in, stand up. Squat down, slide out, slide in, okay? So that's the beginner modification, but if you're intermediate or advanced, and by that I mean if you do workouts pretty regularly, Then what I want you to do is pop it out, squat down, and then pull with your glutes and your legs, pull those legs in to standing straight and tall, and then squat back down, slide in. So this is basically taking a squat jack, which looks like this, and we're modifying it so that there's no jumping, but you're still getting that cardio work in and that good muscle work in. But again, if you need to modify, remember that you can modify by just putting the slider under one foot, squatting out, and then standing up, squatting out, and then standing up. Okay, so that is all of the explanations for the moves. I'm excited to begin this workout with you. Let's get started. Okay, it's time to get started with the workout. Let's grab our weights and get to it. Grab that weight. We're gonna do the curtsy lunge first. We're gonna start on our left side, so the left leg will be bent, the right leg will move. 3, 2, 1, curtsy, and then stand tall. That's 1. 2, remember those knees are crossing each other. We're pushing up with that glute. 4, core is tight, keeping that weight up. Whew. Already starting to feel it. 8, 9, last one on this side, and 10. Okay, now drop your weight, grab a slider, put the slider under the foot that's crossing. 3, 2, 1, cross and come up. 2, 3, 4. The slower you do this, the more it burns. 7, remember we're just coming halfway up. 8, 9, last one, 10. Wow. Oh, I really felt it. Oh my gosh. Gotta shake out that leg. My hair is crazy as usual. All right, here we go. On the other side. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge, stand up tall. Keep that core nice and tight. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to grab our slider. 3, 2, 1. Core nice and tight. Pull that leg in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo. Ah, it burns. I'm just doing that for a second. 8, 9, one more. 10. Woo. All right. Next, we're gonna do the one leg deadlift. I have to readjust my mic. My mic pack's falling off. One leg deadlift, starting on the left side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go down, pull up with that glute and with your core. If you need to, drop that foot to the side to stabilize yourself between each rep. Six, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay. I heard a weird beep and I was like, what was that? Okay, now we're gonna do the side slider. So the slider is underneath your right foot. 3, 2, 1, side slide, come in, that's 1, 2, 3. So your core is nice and tight. Your shoulders are back. You're looking about 2 or 3 feet in front of you. You're really squeezing that glute as you stand up. This leg here is pulling so that this leg can stand. 9, last one on this side, and 10. Okay, next, we're gonna do the one leg deadlift on our right leg. So pick that weight up, 3, 2, 1, 1, here we go, 2, 3, keep that core nice and tight. Our bodies were made to move. I love that about our bodies. And so sometimes, you know, exercising is difficult, obviously, but it is so important to having a healthy body and mind as well. So if you're having a hard mental day, not just a hard physical day, hard mental day, that's 10, by the way. Let's switch to the slider move. Your slider is underneath your left foot. But if you're having a hard mental day, I really suggest that you work out, because I really believe God made our bodies to move, and it's so important to move that body. There's so many things, hormones and chemicals that are affected by intense exercise in a positive way. So if you're having a hard day, I really suggest you do that. I think I said that like 15 times. Sorry. I'm like trying to count and talk. I shouldn't multitask. Okay, that was 10. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the last exercise in this, or exercise set in this round, which is the Sumo Squat. Alrighty, here we go. Hold that weight at your chest, however is comfy for you. Legs wide, toes and knees pointed out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now remember, just go down as far as you can. Do not feel pressured to go as low as I'm going. Remember, this is what I do for a living, so if you're not there yet, you can be. But difficulty is relative, right? So I'm not working harder than you if you're only squatting, you know, an inch or 2. You are working just as hard as me. It's just we're at different places in our journeys. So this is 8, I think. So don't compare yourself to me or anyone else. Just do the best that you can with the equipment and resources that you have, okay? All right. Yes, I preach a lot when we work out. You can always mute me if you find me annoying. Here we go. Honestly, I just get, I need to communicate a little bit. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pop it out, squat it in. Now remember, you can always just do this with one foot sliding out, right? Okay. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7. And the wider you push out your feet, the harder this is gonna be. All right, I think this is actually over 10, but there we go. 10. All right, we finished the first round, virtual high five. I saw somebody do that on her workouts and I was like, that's so cool. Virtual high five. Okay, get a sip of water. Maybe catch your breath. Okay, let's go in for the second round. Here we go. In 3, 2, oops, I'm not holding my weight correctly. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge. Stand up. 1. I'm so thankful for how God made our bodies. I just want you to know, if you ever doubt it, there's this Bible verse that says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I love that verse because it's so true. If you just think about all the muscles and bones and blood vessels and nerves that are working for you right now. How cool is that? Makes me want to take better care of my body too, because I'm like, hey, if I have a fearfully and wonderfully made meat machine that I am using, why would I not want to treat it with respect and care, right? All right, I think that was 10. Whew. All right, slider. And yes, by the way, God is something I talk about a lot too, so if that annoys you, you might want to mute it, because I do. And if you ever want to talk about God with me, I would love to talk with you. You can comment or DM me. I would love to talk to you. I love to talk about God, and I love to hear other people's perspectives, because I can always learn more. So I'd love to hear about what you think about God too. Oh my gosh, this burns. The talking was not distracting me. My method failed me. All right, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, let's go into the other leg. Woo. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy stand. Woo. Isn't it crazy how you can get so out of breath by lifting weights and using pieces of cloth to slide across the floor? But that's the cool thing, is cardio isn't just running or jumping. It's just your heart having to work hard is what cardio is. So, last one. So if you use a heavy enough weight or high enough intensity, or you talk a lot when you work out, you'll be doing cardio. Sliders, 3, 2, 1. Oh, went all the way up that time. 4, 5. 8. The longer you pause down here, woo, the more it burns. Okay, 10. All right. One leg, deadlift. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go down, come up. That's 1. Woo. 2, 3. Oh, in case you're wondering, the God I believe in is Jesus Christ. But I'd love to hear about what God you believe in. I love talking about it. If you can't tell, on my mind today. Okay. 7. I think that's 7. If you're hating me right now because I am miscounting, it's okay. I would hate myself too. Whew. 8. 9. One more. Here we go. Come on, ladies. Ooh, 10. Okay. Or gents. I say ladies because I coach women, but if you're a dude and you're doing my workout, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, side lunge. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Really squeeze as you pull up. Core tight, shoulders back. 5, 6. Woo. So keeping those shoulders up is going to help you keep that core tight as well. Okay. Woo. I'm not sure if that was 9 or 10, so I'm going to do one more just in case. You don't have to do it with me if you know it was already 10. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo. 7. Pull. Remember, you can hold on to the wall if you need to. I might need to. I'm starting to wobble so much. All right. Again, I lost count, so I'm gonna do one more. Because when in doubt, do one more. I'm shouting. I'm gonna wake up my kid. He's asleep right now. I shouldn't do that. Well, if he joins us, you'll know why. Here we go. Side lunge. With the slider. 3, 2, 1. Core tight. Pull with that right leg. I love slider work because it's low impact, but it really is a very different challenge. So you're getting a burn, your muscles are working in a way that they don't usually work. So you're gonna see gains in a different way. Last one. 10, okay. Getting sweaty. Sumo squat. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Legs wide. Squat down. Squeeze up. 2, 3. Try to keep those knees pointed out in the same direction as your toes. Again, this is just keeping your bones aligned, okay? 8. Are you breathing hard with me? And 10. Okay, here we go. Let's do some slides. Here we go. Catching my breath. I was getting a little dizzy there for a second. If you start getting dizzy, stop and breathe. Dizzy is not good. It shows you're working hard, which is good, but you don't want to fall over and hurt yourself or faint. So take a break if you need it, okay? There is no shame in taking breaks. Smart people take breaks. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squat out, pull it in. 2, 3, 4. And by the way, if you're doing that one where you just put one leg out, just do 5 on each leg. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Last round. Here we go. Get a sip of water. Whew. I sound like a Pepsi commercial over here. Okay, curtsy lunge. 3, 2, and 1. I always start counting way too quickly. And I'm the one who's counting, I should know. Here we go. Curtsy lunge. Stand up. Keep that core nice and tight, shoulders up, looking straight ahead of you. If you're looking straight ahead, it's gonna help keep your spine aligned correctly. Just got a glute quiver. Have you ever felt that before? When your muscles are so tired they quiver. It's so weird. Sorry, that sounded really weird. 8, 9, last one on this side. 10, okay. Ooh. Curtsy lunge. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy down. Come up halfway. You saw me, didn't you? I almost came up all the way. 4. It's not about perfection, guys. Perfection is an illusion. It is about, whoa, okay. Hold on, obviously perfection. Not happening over here. For us humans, 9, 10. Perfection is not gonna happen, but progress is what we're looking for. Perfection, Jesus Christ has that. We have progress, okay? Ooh. Let's do the other leg. A lot of people I know will get discouraged because they will try to do a perfect plan, which is great to have a plan, but if they don't follow the plan perfectly, they get discouraged. And I've been this person too. Okay, Christy has been this person too. And don't strive for perfection. Just try to make progress. Humility is going to be one of your best friends when it comes to your journey, because we all mess up. We all make a bungle of things, and that's okay. That's 10. That's just life. We're gonna mess up. What I want you to do is to not quit, okay? This workout's probably getting hard. It's getting hard for me. But I want you to not quit. Just try to do one more rep with me, okay? Just do one more rep, and after you do that rep, do another rep. And then just do more reps until you actually can't do them, as opposed to mentally can't do them. So make your body do it until it can't, and then give it a rest. 8, 9, last one, 10. Woo, that really burned. Okay, one leg deadlift. Oh my gosh. Here we go. My hair is just, does anybody else have this problem? It just will not stay in anything. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1. But yeah, just make progress. And celebrate your progress, even if it's just that, hey, I did one more rep than the last time I did this same workout. That is progress, and you should celebrate. Ooh. 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Sliders. Yay. 3, 2, 1. Slide out. Come in. Excuse me. I think when I was telling y'all to do this, I think I said we're gonna go halfway down, but I don't think I've done that at all this entire time. So we'll just go all the way up today. And then maybe the next time you do it, you can do it right and laugh at me when you see this part where I realize my mistake. Again, see, not perfection. It's all about progress. It's way better to do some imperfect side lunges as long as you're not using bad form, but it's better to do it imperfectly than not at all. There's this lady I follow on Instagram. She says, something is always better than nothing. Her name's Lisa Zerbozin. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a really cool workout lady. She does workouts like me. I mean, they're crazy. They're not like me. They're crazy workouts. They're awesome. But it's so true. Something is always better than nothing. Because nothing is not going to let you stay where you are. Nothing means that you will fall backward. Because unfortunately, in some ways, life is an uphill battle. Miley Cyrus was right. It's the climb, guys. But I mean, that is life though. I don't really know if that's what she was saying with her song, but it's like you're pushing a rock up a hill. And sometimes just staying where you are takes a lot of effort because you're still holding that rock above you, right? And no matter who you are, you're always going to have a burden, no matter how rich you are. I'm a Christian. I know God loves me, but I still have a burden, right, of life. But the thing is God's burden is light though, because I have his help. Whew, I would be so lost without him, y'all. Okay, I think that was 10. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Do one more. Okay. I think I've done it on both sides. I'm honestly not sure. Let's do the sumo squat. Because at the end of my workout, I always get so out of it. My brain's like, conserve energy. Why do you need to think coherently if you're moving your body this much? You're obviously not thinking coherently. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Okay, we are doing the last exercise of this entire workout. That reminded me of that, who's the health freak guy on Parks and Rec? Reminded me of him, the way he talks, so punctuated. 3, 2, 1. 2, really squeeze those legs. This is gonna work your inner thighs. 9, which by the way, okay, this is 10. Let me rant here for a second. All these exercises that say, this will work your inner thighs and give you a thigh gap. If you're working your inner thighs, you're going to build muscle there. So you won't have a thigh gap, which by the way, I don't have a thigh gap, okay? But thigh gaps are not necessary to have any kind of worth, okay? But also any kind of, we're cooling down, by the way. I'm ranting, but we're cooling down. Any kind of workout that's like spot reduction, like get rid of, your fat on your arms or on your stomach, or, your thigh gap, get a thigh gap. If it's telling you to exercise that, they're lying to you, because spot reduction is not a thing. We're gonna do some kicks, okay? Just kick up high to cool down. Your body is gonna lose fat where it wants to and where it is genetically prone to lose fat, okay? The last place you lose fat is gonna just depend on the person. For me, it's my thighs. If I'm trying to lose fat, it always comes off last on my thighs. For some people, that's gonna be your stomach. So for me, no matter how many thigh slimming workouts I do, I'm probably never gonna have a thigh gap as long as I'm at a healthy weight, because I'm not genetically made for that. And that's fine. Who needs a thigh gap, right? It saves my phone from the toilet all the time. But if for you, a lot of women keep weight here around their midsection, okay? If that is you and you keep weight there, don't worry about it. Focus on being healthy and less about trying to fit a cookie cutter of what someone else said is beautiful. God made you the way you are, and he made you that way for a reason. It's not just that God was like, oh, I think she's gonna be apple-shaped and she's gonna be pear-shaped or whatever. God has a purpose for you, down to the most minute detail. So don't hate yourself for that. Try to learn to accept it, and if you can, and once you accept it, you'll be able to love it. I think acceptance is important, that comes first, because it's not easy to love what you look like, because we're all imperfect, but try to at least accept it first and know that there's a purpose behind it, okay? So I hope you're having a great day. If you ever want to talk to me about anything, about fitness, about God, about what else do I like, food, please let me know. I would love to talk to you. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm Bell Curve Fitness on Instagram, or you can just comment down below. I would love to chat. I hope you're having a great, fabulous, beautiful day. Remember to cool down a little bit more, maybe walk around your weight or something to cool down, and have a beautiful day. Drink some water and eat a vegetable. And yeah, I hope you just have an awesome day.